Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Poppin' What's Cracking. It's D about to react to this vid by Honest. It's titled Why Grammys 2025 Didn't Flop. Listen, it looked like it was a success to me. I didn't watch the whole show, but I did react to several live performances up on my Patreon. They're up right now if you want to check them out. I reacted to Cha Cha, Weekend, Billy, and who was the other person? Doechii. I reacted to all their performances. They're up right now on Patreon. Also reacted to Beyonce and Kendrick's speeches as well. Those were also nice. So yeah, it seems like it was a win to me. But yeah, let's hear what he has to say. Let's watch.
I must say the Grammy ceremony was one of the best in years. I wasn't going to tune in. I was just going to wait for the winners to be announced online. But ultimately, I gave in. But I enjoyed the show much more than the past few years. The pacing was better. We got to see all the stars. Some great performances. A few duds. I liked how they grouped all the new artists together with performances, but allowed them to shine at their own pace. Doechii's performance was excellent. I think she was really the standout performer for me. It was also nice to see legends like Diana Ross as a presenter.
Word.
Miley Cyrus didn't perform a song, but she's always performing when on stage. She was presenter. But what I like about Miley is that she's just an entertainer to her core. Whenever she's on stage, whether that's talking or performing, there's just never a dull moment. She is just charisma personified. But enough of my mini recap of the show. Let's talk about the awards and the winners. For Best Country Album, we have Cowboy Carter.
Period.
And I feel like this one was a given. I do think there are other good albums in this category. If it wasn't going to Beyonce, I thought it would go to Chris Stapleton or Lainey Wilson.
Post Malone's album.
But Cowboy Carter has a lot
Oh, that album pissed me off.
of good stuff on it, and I do think it is the most daring album in this category.
Work.
For Best Country Duo Performance, we have Two Most Wanted by Beyonce and Miley Cyrus, also a given. Not surprised by this one bit. For Best Country Solo Performance, we have It Takes a Woman by Chris Stapleton.
Oh, they played Shabuzi. Damn. He didn't win that? That song was amazing. Well, I've never heard this Chris Stapleton, so I can't speak on it. I've only heard Shabuzi and Beyonce.
I thought it would go to Shabuzi or Beyonce, but I'm also not surprised that it went to Chris Stapleton because Chris Stapleton is a bit of a Grammys darling, and he has fantastic work under his belt. For Best Country Song, we have...
That ain't what it's about. It's not about what work you got under your belt in the past. We talking about this one song and the impact of this one song and how great this one song is. Damn. And he still didn't win.
Architect by Casey Musgraves, and I can't say I would have predicted that one to win, just because I don't feel like it's a strong Casey song. But the real shocker to me is that it didn't go to Shabuzi. For Best Rap Album, we have Alligator Bites Never Heal by Doechii. And I'm so glad she got this. I wasn't sure if she would just because she's up against some heavy hitters, but she definitely has the strongest project in this category. She's a breath of fresh air, and I'm ready to hear this album. For Best Rap Song, we have Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar. Who didn't see this coming? Literally no one else stood a chance, let's be real. Best Melodic Rap Performance, we have 3AM by Rhapsody and Erykah Badu. And I really like this collaboration, I think it was very tasteful. For Best Rap Performance, we also have Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar. For Best R&B, I
who
think it
was
was
in that category?
Very tasteful. For Best Rap Performance, we also have Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar. For Best R&B Album, we have 1111 by Chris Brown. And I think full stop, this is the weakest album in this category. It could have literally went to anyone else in this category. I just think at this point in his career, Chris Brown is a bona fide singles artist. I'm also a little shocked that he won due to some of his controversies. But love him or hate him, Chris Brown has remained a relevant figure within R&B. I wouldn't say he's remained one of the most consistent or best artistically, but he has remained popular. I definitely don't think he deserved this, either way you twist it. For Best Progressive R&B Album, we had a tie with Wild Lord and So Glad to Know You. For Best R&B Song, we have Saturn by SZA. For me, it was either between SZA or Tim's, so I'm glad SZA got it. For Best R&B Performance, we have Made For Me by Money Long. And I'm so glad she got it. This song made such a huge splash this year. For Best Dance/Electronic Album, we have Brat by Charlie XCX, well deserved. If it would have gone to anything besides Brat, I would have been very concerned. For Best Dance Pop Recording, we have Von Dutch by Charlie XCX. Also well deserved, it's state-of-the-art dance pop. It reminds me of a modern-day Piece of Me by Britney Spears. For Best Pop Vocal Album, we have Short and Sweet by Sabrina Carpenter. Now, I do like Short and Sweet, but I can't say I think it's the strongest album front to back in this category. My pick definitely would have been Hit Me Hard and Soft, but besides Hit Me Hard and Soft, I think it was between, in my eyes, it was between Chaperone, and Billie Eilish. But I'm not mad at Sabrina winning because it's not a bad album. I'm just like, okay. For Best Pop Duo / Group Performance, we have Die With A Smile with Bruno Mars and Gaga. And I can't say I'm surprised at this. It's the most obvious Grammy bait song.
I hate Bruno. I hate him. Not him as a person. I don't know this man. He might be lovely. Okay, obviously what I'm saying. I hate or love an artist. I'm only talking about their music. I hate his music. I've already talked about why I ain't explaining my goddamn self. I know people, whatever. I say, oh my God, shut up. I don't care what you like. I'm talking about what I like and what I don't like, all right?
And it just fits all the criteria of a song that the Grammy voters would traditionally vote.
So yeah, that's why I would never listen to any song that he's on. I ain't heard that song he got with Sexy Red. Haven't heard this one, and I am interested in Gaga. You know, I know she coming. So yeah, I'll take her when she's not attached to him.
But I obviously was rooting for Guess by Charlie XCX and Billie Eilish. It would have been nice to see a left-field pop song get that recognition in a pop category for once. For Best Pop Solo Performance, we have Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter. Once again, I thought it would be between Good Luck Babe by...
Bodyguard or Birds of a Feather. I mean, Espresso was everywhere, though. Everybody loved that song. It even grew on me.
Chaperone or Birds of a Feather by Billie Eilish. And once again, I can't be mad at Espresso because it is a true pop bop in every sense of the word. For Best New Artist, we have Chaperone. And I thought either Chapo or Doechii would get it. For Song of the Year, we have Not Like Us. This song is such a monster and so unstoppable. I thought it would be between Not Like Us, Good Luck Babe, or Birds of a Feather. And Kendrick reigns supreme. For Album of the Year, we have Cowboy Carter, Beyonce's long-awaited Album of the Year win. And I think there are many times that Beyonce could have arguably won, but I think Renaissance definitely deserved to win. And you know, there's been a lot of talk about this being a corrective win. And I don't think this is Beyonce's strongest record, but I can say that about a lot of previous Album of the Year wins as well. I do think albums like Brat and Hit Me Hard and Soft.
I love this way more than Renaissance. Oh, I didn't like Renaissance at all. So I went to the concert and I was like, I guess I'll go back to a couple songs. And I did. She got a few bops on there, but this...
are more concise, but I don't think Cowboy Carter is devoid of good material. If anything, I think its length works against it more than anything else. American Requiem is one of my favorite Beyonce songs ever. I know it's not Beyonce's best record, but I think in the context of the Album of the Year contenders, it does make a lot of sense for a win. And then I thought about some of the recent Album of the Year winners in recent history, and I wouldn't categorize any of them as the artist's best, besides maybe Folklore. So even when an album of Beyonce's isn't amongst her best, it's still usually above the average pop. So all I have to say is well-deserved Beyonce, it's long overdue. For Record of the Year, we have Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar literally swept. I wonder how Drake feels knowing that all of his peers voted for this. This song is unstoppable and it's not even on an album.
He got Song and Record of the Year, because I think when it's Record of the Year, I think that goes to... or that credits more so the producer, and Song of the Year maybe just credits him as the writer. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Which is insane, because usually people sweep with album cycles. This is just one song. And I do think it genuinely checks all the boxes. It's well performed, it's well written, it's well produced, and it has the cultural impact to top it all off. I do think these Grammy wins are pretty decent. There's nothing offensively bad that won, and there's nothing that I feel is super argument worthy. The only thing is, I do feel like Billie Eilish should have won, whether that be in the pop category or the main categories. I think Hit Me Hard and Soft or Birds of a Feather deserve to take home something. Out of all the nominees, I think she's the only one that was truly snubbed. I think you can also argue that Shabuzi was snubbed, at least in the country categories. But that's pretty much it. I feel like everyone...
His album was, it was so good. Oh, I hate y'all.
Who had a sizable year last year got to eat this ceremony. Or almost everyone, I should say. Sabrina got a few Grammys, Charlie XCX got 3, Beyonce got a few, Kendrick swept, Chappell won, Doechii got her flowers. I feel like it was a pretty good representation of pop culture in 2024. And cultural impact as well. besides Billy. But that about concludes my thoughts. Let me know what you think about these wins down below. And don't forget to like, share.
How old is this woman? She fine. Yeah, he didn't really show anything from the Grammys. I mean, he typically does just talk, so I mean, I guess it's expected, but I definitely got to react to another Grammys recap. Like, show us some clips, some people going on stage getting their awards, talk more about the performances, you know, even though I reacted to a few other performances, again, on my Patreon. Check it out, link down below. But, you know, he could have went over something. I feel like Impressive will do that, though, so I'm waiting for her video. We'll wait for her. Or if there's a different video that y'all have seen that covers that more, definitely let me know. But yeah, it seems like the Grammys was a success this year for sure. But y'all let me know what y'all think about it. Let me know what other videos you've been watching. I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye!